You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Welcome to Henry Clay High School, the 11th Region Boys Semifinals, and we could not have two better matchups tonight. Tim Rose here and John O'Hare and Chris LeBar. And John, they didn't have to coach you to come up to the broadcast booth tonight, did they?
Oh, this should be a great night for soccer in Central Kentucky. I'm really looking forward to these two games.
I mean, Douglas, Frankfort, they played earlier in the season. Douglas won that one 4-0, but that's been about a month ago. Frankfort's had a really fine season. Their second-year coach, we'll hear from him in a couple minutes. And then over there on the nightcap, Henry Clay and Dunbar. No telling how many scouts will be here. Two of the best programs in the state, two teams that definitely think they have as good a chance as any to cut down the nets and win its state championship in a few weeks.
Yeah, most definitely. Those are two, just strong programs. But these two teams playing the first match tonight have a lot to say, and they're going to be looking forward to it.
We're going to take a break here on Glycod, and we'll hear from one of the coaches when we come back after these messages.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Whether it's your first time or your latest, let Tim Rose find your dream home. Tim is a licensed real estate agent with Keller Williams Bluegrass Realty in Lexington. Tim is a seasoned and fair negotiator who's willing to go far and wide for clients all over Kentucky. Check out hashtag Tim Rose Sold across all social media where pricing matters. Tim Rose and Keller Williams Bluegrass Realty. Together, we do more.
Means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
That was your time, man. Try away.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Coach Farmer with Frankfort High, 11th Region Semifinals, first match tonight against Frederick Douglass. And Coach Farmer, congrats on another fine season.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
A big game, good weather tonight, no drizzle, no rain, and you played Douglass last month, and this is a really good matchup. How are the boys? Are you all peaking at the right time?
Yeah, I think we actually are peaking at the right time. Being a 1A school, you're going to have your ups and downs, your lulls. I was just telling these guys, last time we saw Douglass, kind of felt like we hit that part of the season. Been doing this for a while, and it's either going to hit about half or definitely somewhere towards the end, you're going to hit that wall. We played a week before that, two district opponents, really emotional, really physical. Went up against a really physical Boyle County team, and then saw Douglass at their place. So it was kind of the perfect storm, but I still feel like we had our chances. The boys fought. That's all we can really ask out of them. But I think tonight, we're definitely coming in with a different mentality. I wouldn't necessarily call it payback or anything like that, but I think they were a little upset with their performance. So bus ride up, nobody talks, nobody said anything. With these kids, you never know, though. It could be a lot of things, but I think they are locked in, pretty ready to go tonight.
Game faces are on. No motivational speech is needed at all. How's the health? Everybody healthy, ready to go?
Yeah, as far as I know, we got a couple guys with little bumps and bruises, but nothing serious.
What about leadership-wise? Who's kind of evolved this season into your leaders?
So we have a good core group of seniors, Bryson Cox, Ethan Clark, Greg Meyer. Also got a junior captain, Stephon Bebe. That core four and our keeper, Ben Schrader, have really, from the start of the season, made it a motto that, we need to have a team mentality. It needs to be a together effort. And I think they've done a really good job at kind of holding this team accountable to that mission statement the entire season.
And defensively, Coach, I think your goalie, correct me if I'm wrong, had us over 200 saves to his credit on the season.
Yeah, so that could be a good thing and a bad thing. But at the same time, no. Ben has been amazing. He came into the role. He was behind Dawson Pearl, who was an All-A state championship keeper. He's been waiting his turn, been hungry the entire time. Really think this year, though, we're seeing the best version that we've seen. And he's a lifer. He's been with our program through the Frankfort Independent Schools, I believe, since, maybe, I could be wrong, but kindergarten, but definitely middle school on. So I think he's probably the most excited out of the group, to be perfectly honest.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best tonight. Frankfort in the semifinals, solid program, and wish you the best tonight and have a great time.
Yeah, really appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate it.
So who should we look at?
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
That was your start, man. Try away.
Flycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Flycon.
Here at Henry Clay High School, Frankfort and Frederick Douglass, and the winner will face the winner of Henry Clay and Dunbar, the nightcap tonight for the 11th Region Championship. This is essentially the field of 64, John, and we got two dandies tonight.
Should be a great atmosphere tonight. These two teams starting out, they played earlier in the year, but it looks Frankfort's probably looking for a little revenge.
No doubt. They kind of resemble a little bit the Cincy FC team that I've been meaning to get up to see. The professional team in Cincinnati got the blue shorts, the blue tops, and the white numerals and the orange shorts, and then Douglas on the other side in the solid white uniforms with the black numerals. And they're orange and green, but they mix in a little black, like a lot of teams mix in blacks and grays into their jersey sets. And we are underway as Douglas has the ball first.
I'm sure Coach Farmer hopes that they maybe play a little bit like FC Cincinnati tonight. That'd be great.
That'd be something.
Good something for Frankfort.
We'd be marching from the former Lexington Mall all the way over here. Probably that's what I hear they do up there. They march for a mile from the pub over to that.
It'll be first of all, one thing as we're getting started, I just want to give a shout out to the young man from Douglas the other night, suffered the broken leg in the district tournament. Just hope he's recovering well. Coach said he was. Eugene Boye. Just hope, wish for a speedy recovery. Said it could be 3 months for him, broken leg with a rod. So thoughts and prayers out to him right now.
Big key, I think, for Douglas tonight, John. Keegan Nash, we saw him, earlier in the season or, in the first round, and was a big key factor. But the other night against Henry Clay, they just kind of kept the ball the ball out of his hands. He's a leading goal scorer for Douglas, and they shut him out and jumped on him early. So I think he's a big key tonight.
Yeah, he's a huge key for them. Up top, I know Coach said that they're missing one of their top players too. That unfortunately was received a red card in the last game. So that was trying to think, Amir Arsad.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that's going to be a huge loss for them tonight, not having him in there, because he's a senior. He had 6 goals on the year. So that's a pretty big loss for him.
You like that kind of rule? Red card, you have to miss the next match?
Well, I don't like the rule that KHSA has. You have to miss 2 matches.
2 matches. Well,
the pros don't even do that.
That's big.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's we just make up different rules now. So nice through ball there by incidental contact.
Yep.
Pick up. You were talking about the goalie for Frankfort and the number of saves he's had this year. He's had sounds like an astounding year with the number of saves. Would you say over 100?
Over 200.
Over 200.
Over 200. Yep. Over 200. He's had quite the season, and I'm sure scouts have taken notice.
I'd say the key to Frankfort, with them having played them earlier in the year, they're going to probably want to, try to stay in the game early, not let Douglas get something early. That could just change everything.
Ben Schrader is that goalie, by the way. 5'11", 150 pounds, 21 games, 208 saves.
Here
we go.
Wow.
That's quickly. Douglas is on the board quickly.
Wow, just great individual effort.
1-0.
I think that was Benny out there, if I'm not
That
mistaken.
was Benny, number 11. Oh, yeah, that was Benny for sure.
Benny. Showing us that speed early.
Benny Shindera, always offensive, man. What the effort. I mean, that guy never gets tired.
11, Benny Shindera.
I mean, that was less than 3 minutes into the game, and he just took it on himself. That was all, no assist or anything. Probably went 20 yards and nice left-footed back. I don't think there's anything the keeper could have done with that. Now this will be huge for Frankfort right now. Huge. Because they know they've lost to him once and falling behind 1-0. That can really mess up the mojo early. We'll see what kind of fight they have in them.
3rd goal of the season for Shindera.
Yeah. We'll see. I know.
Try to seam there, but nice defense by the midfielder for Douglas.
Coach Farmer told us to check out Bryson Cox, Stefan Bebe, and Greg Meyer, and Ethan Clark are the 4 horsemen captains. Bebe's a captain as a junior. He's a nice player along with their goalie. So that was Meyer there, number 11 with the ball.
You got 16 goals for Cox to pace the team. Bebe 11 and 8 for Kittrell.
Wow!
Ooh.
That was Meyer, I believe. Went wide. Great opportunity there. Wow, that would have been a nice response within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Man, he went outside of the right on that. I wish he just opened up his hips and just used the side of his foot. Didn't see who played that ball in, but it was a nice little chip.
Mm-hmm.
Caught Douglas off guard there. Even caught Delphin off guard. Usually he anticipates those things, and we've talked to several games he's done this year.
Mm-hmm. Sun peeking out. Going to be a beautiful evening here at Henry Clay High School.
That sun might actually play a little bit of a role in the first half against Delphin in the goal.
Is it kind of the Wrigley Field effect?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be bother anybody in the second half, but first half it might come into play a little bit.
Yeah, don't usually see goalies with shades on.
No. Used to wear hats back in the day, some. You don't ever see that anymore. Good defense by Frankfort there. Frankfort might be able to take it at him a little bit, though.
Having that zip on and a fast break, having that proper zip and getting in there, and that's such a big key, isn't it?
Yeah. They were kind of keyed in up there on Keegan Nash. Saw him use that left foot last week. Nice goal. And Frankfort's at least battling back. They're not going to settle in. But you can see right now, Douglas, they're keeping a fair amount back. Not that they're going to settle for the 1-0 lead, but strong defense and strong goalie can change. It'll be hard to penetrate. But they got some guys that have scored some goals this year for Frankfort. Put up, looking back at what they have, Bryson Cox has 16 goals in 21 games, and Bebe has 11 goals in 21 games. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, some teams that don't score that much as a team in the whole season.
No. That is a lot of goals.
1-0 Douglas, 6 minutes in.
Looks like Frankfort, they're playing 3 in the back. Looks like maybe 4.
3,
4. That sometimes that wing Guy kind of moves up. Yeah, they're playing 4.
Credit to them. Tate's Creek scored quickly on them the other night to draw first blood, but then they came back and scored 3 out of the last 4 goals.
That's Meyer with some distribution.
Oh, the header. Oh,
wow.
He got it in. Yeah, nice kick.
Wow.
The bicycle kick, right?
Well, that wasn't. That was kind of a side volley, but very nice.
Is that 10?
Well done.
Is that Kittrell?
Number 10.
Phil Kittrell. That's his 9th goal of the season, the sophomore.
Wow.
I like that.
I think that was a nice ball in there by number 9.
The side volley.
Yeah. Wow.
Were you thinking he was going to head that, or did you think he was going to kind of side volley it there?
I wasn't sure on that one.
Yeah. Kind of. We were on the edge of our seat.
Bryson Cox played that ball in. Gives him, should be his 7th assist on the year. So we were talking about him as a goal scorer.
Good action early here.
Yeah. And they had another opportunity. So here we go. Let's go. 1-1. Let's get some points up. That changes just their confidence, their whole team. Because you ever play a team a second time and you took a good beating the first game, getting down early doesn't help your confidence. So now we'll see how Frankfort responds.
Lost 4-0 on September 19th to Douglas.
Well, as their coach said, they were coming off 2 big games. But, Coach Parker, I know based on the last few years, coaching with Coach Shalash and this year on his own, he'll have these guys. There'll be no quit in Douglas. That sounds like a thing we say about a lot of teams.
Ooh, Nash tried to control it there. Nash would have had one.
Nice ball in there by Douglas.
That's a tough one to kind of just groove line drive in there on the bounce.
I think that ball was played in by Aiden Lawless from the back, number 2.
Just got under it.
Excuse me.
That is a tough one to coach. So a bouncing ball and to try to hit it, just kind of punch it in line drive-ish into the net. Tough to convert. Back the other way goes Frankfort. The Panthers, 41st district champs. Collision down there, no call.
Yeah, Frankfurt's done a good job the last, what did it say, the last 3 out of 4, I believe. They've been in region semis. I think that's what it was.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
3 out of 4, just missed it last year.
A couple of years ago, they were in the region semis, and they had a squad. In some heavily contested matches, I think, against Dunbar. That was good. They have not been in the region championship, though, this century. I think that's what it said. So that's a little interesting tidbit.
They've got a challenge. Much larger other Franklin County over there in Western Hills in the county, and they're a Class A school, so got to scrap for everything.
Yep. Let's see who the injured player for Frankfort going out is.
Looks like number 9. That would be Bryson Cox, the leading goal scorer on the season. He's walking off under his own power, though.
They can't afford to have him out very long.
Yeah, I think he'll be
leading
back.
Goal scorer and had the assist already.
Was he the one that kind of bumped him? He was holding his hip down here. I think after a collision, that might be what they're checking out. Didn't get that in the air like he wanted,
No,
I think.
I think that was intentional, though.
Yep.
They were going. Sometimes that happens. Douglas has just been so strong on these set pieces the last couple of years. Probably a little different this year without a couple of the pieces they had the last couple of years. They were just, they were really strong.
Another Douglas corner. There you go, in the air.
Great ball. Great ball.
And goalie got his hands on it, and a foul on Douglas there for interfering with the goalie, I think.
Good call by the ref, but that's what you want. We talked about that one of the other games. You asked me what type of corners, and I like it. That goalie came out. If he didn't come out, that's 4 yards off the line, and good chance for Douglas to put one in.
That's right. You got to come.
You got to make the ref make that call. He comes out, doesn't get the contact. Maybe it's contested. Good opportunity for Douglas there. So that's a great service. As I mentioned, it's a little bit different service needed at this level as opposed to college. College goalie comes out and cleans that up easy.
Throw in Broncos.
Looking for a good crowd here tonight, especially this game and then the second game being here in Lexington, which should be, you want to see some good quality soccer. You could have, between these 4 teams, you could have a team that could be standing at the end of the season in 2 weeks as the state champs.
No doubt about that. Nash tried the header. Benny after it. Too strong on the header from Nash. Be a goal kick for Frankfort.
And that's no disrespect to the other regions throughout the state. Soccer's growing immensely, but just based on history, good chance team coming out of the 11th region is going to be at least in the state semis.
Yeah, you saw Henry Clay 5th in the Max Preps top 25 in the state, Dunbar number 6, and Bryan Station in that top 20. I think along with Lafayette, they were upset in the district, both of them.
That just proves that you got two teams that were in the top 20, not even in the region semis. They've moved Benny around a little bit up there. In one game, he was playing in the back a little bit. Got him playing out on the wing, kind of up top. They take advantage wherever his speed. They need his speed.
He's a utility player. He can play anywhere, can't he?
He can. We need to keep it.
Cox back in there for Frankfort. He has the ball now.
I was about ready to say we need to keep an eye and see if he's in good distribution.
Yeah, we got it behind him.
A little bit.
Tried to split the defenders.
I think Frankfort feels comfortable with the core group that they have. They can attack with those numbers individually.
People filing in, like you said, getting off work, and some having to head down for Frankfort. Takes them a little while, and then should have a big crowd on hand for the nightcap. Two big schools.
Most definitely. Sometimes this time of year, the region, you never know what kind of weather you're going to have. And this is beautiful out here tonight.
Oh, yeah. We'd have flurries on Halloween years ago, wouldn't we?
Good 50-50 ball there.
And next week, I'm going to be back in the 70s for the first round of the state tournament.
That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Frankfort not like that call.
I have to agree with them. I don't know what they were looking at on that. That wasn't even close to.
Too strong for Benny. We're 12 minutes in, one apiece. Good action so far in the first semifinal of the 11th region here at Henry Clay between Douglas and Frankfort.
Most definitely. Love seeing this energy, seeing these high-scoring matches. Hopefully we'll see a couple more.
Yeah, it makes me ask. It begs the question. You get back the feeling here and calling these games the last couple weeks. You've been out, kind of semi-retired from coaching 5 years ago. Does this kind of give you the juice back where you want to get back on the sideline, or do you like it better up here?
Well, kind of a little mixed. I do like being – this time of year, you definitely love being on the sideline. Absolutely love it. I miss this, the camaraderie with your team, your players, your fellow coaches. Just exciting time. I love this because, the preseason, a lot of the players don't like the preseason. Even coaches sometimes don't love the preseason. But this is just – there's such good quality soccer in Lexington right now in Central Kentucky.
Be a throw-in, Panthers.
Got a couple of the Frankfort guys wearing gloves. Did you have? What about your players? Did they wear gloves in these conditions much?
Some did.
Yep.
We won't comment on the ones, some that did. Sometimes you'd be like, really? You have gloves on? But got to be sensitive to that. It's beautiful evening, though. In both these teams, each coach realizes whoever does win this match would be the underdog in the next match, but they would love the opportunity to play spoiler. Whoever would be in that, they'd be playing in that second match because you're one game away. If you win tonight, one game away from being in the Sweet 16, and then anything can happen. First couple games, you could be in the Elite Eight without, even pressing yourself maybe.
Yeah, Coach Farmer would be huge getting the finals and only his second year at Frankfort, and then for Coach Parker in his first year at Douglas.
Yeah. I mean, they've had a couple of teams the last few years that had a shot at winning state, and they didn't get out of the region. Just the region was just so difficult for several teams. I mean, several years ago, I think 3 years ago, Madison Central, probably their best team in school history, they were undefeated, and they got upset, I believe, by Great Crossing, and it was just, I mean, a huge upset. But Madison Central was number 1 in the state, I believe, didn't lose a game all season, and lost in the region tournament.
Oh, Delphin there.
Look at that.
Way to be aggressive with a header.
Wow. That's a guy that's played a little field work, too.
Never any fear out of him.
He did not think twice about hitting that ball either.
Oh, no. He is ready for a collision at any time.
And you might want to run into him. I don't want to run into Delphin. I'm too old for that.
We saw him on the field before the game. He was ready to go. Yeah.
Good young man. We talked about him several times. People think there's some favoritism, but he's just a good young man. Works hard. Had a great couple years in goal. You know, speaking of the state, I'm not sure if you saw, but, you know, the other night, 3 nights ago, we had Trinity and St. X in Region 7 in Louisville. They were both top 4 in the state, and when Trinity scored with 5 seconds left in the game to tie it, send it to overtime, then it went to PKs, and, you know, Trinity had the favorite going into the 5th shooter. They were up and just had to hit, and then they missed, and then went to overtime again. Sudden death shoot. And St. X came out again in Region 7. So, I mean, that's one of the top. Trinity hadn't lost a game in the state of Kentucky all year. That was not a huge upset, but just, you know, have a team Region 7 like Region 11. A couple other regions are strong. That was that's a big team already out. When Trinity, they beat Henry Clay, I think, this year. They beat Dunbar. They'd had a good year.
No love lost between those two.
No. Big crowd there, too.
Douglas Kidd thought he got pushed down. Back the other way.
I think the Frankfort offense looks like they can give some problems to Douglas.
Pushing the back there, no call off Benny. Oh, I think they did catch it. 23-23 and counting, 1 apiece here in the first half.
I'd like to see Keegan move a little bit more up top. Nice player, scored some nice goals, nice left foot. He's kind of a target. I'd like to see him give a little bit more movement up there. But maybe that's what he's been asked to do, to be kind of a target and hold the middle.
He's kind of up there alone sometimes, where the other forwards kind of drop back to midfield a little bit. Young Bang and a couple of other guys, don't they?
Yeah, just like to see him get some movement. I've seen a couple of nice goals out of him and some big moments.
Throw in Panthers.
I do like that we're playing on a big field tonight, though. I know they have, rules now that these type of games have to have so much width and the dimensions, but it just makes the game so much better. Douglas trying to build the ball out of the back a little bit, get a little control.
Benny trying to get position on the far side. Looking for Young Bang, too strong.
Good anticipation by the goalie there for Frankfort, seeing that they're playing that through well. And both goalies at the top of the box. I like to see that. Never like seeing my goalie hang out in the 6-yard box.
No. Only the third meeting, John, all time between these two. Douglas has won both.
Well,
because they haven't been around that long, so not a surprise.
It kind of threw me. I was like, wow, only 3 times, but Douglas hasn't been around very long.
What, 7 years maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Sure somebody can fact check us, but it's right in there. Nice run up there by the Douglas defender. Attacking out of the back. I believe that was Lawless. No, Aiden Lawless, the big run up.
Right corner
Good
there.
Service.
Crosser. Oh, no.
Good effort by the keep coming out on the punch there.
Yeah, he punched it. Mm-hmm.
Well, redirected it, though. It's good. That was Eric Karklanov with the service for Douglas. Nice ball.
Oh, Karkalanov.
Karkalanov. There you go. Didn't do well my phonetics or my spelling.
You weren't hooked on phonics?
I was not. I don't know if these guys are going into the game, but Douglas just all of a sudden has like 8 guys warming up.
I would, yeah. You don't want them sitting in this weather. You want to get them all loose. Those legs, I guess.
Yeah.
They're all jogging down to the corner.
Another great ball.
Wow.
Fell right down. Wow. Right down at the feet of Lawless. He couldn't. Now here we go.
It's Figueroa for Douglas.
I'd like to see him keep on dribbling there.
That was Kittrell.
Kind of is going to serve it in one-on-one, but he had just as much opportunity. He should, I don't know what kind of speed he's got. He should take that guy on.
Yeah. Yeah, they're staying loose over there.
Good effort by the Douglas defender there. It was Bebe, 15.
He's had a solid year for the Panthers.
Junior, solid. Scored out of that position, too, because he's playing kind of in the middle. I'd like to see a little bit more control on that one.
Yeah, 11 goals from a midfielder is quite a stat, isn't it? You don't see that very often.
You do not. He's dropped way back.
Young Bing with a header and goalie. Yeah, he
way
got out.
Mm-hmm. Baby, trying to get creative. Here we go. Good luck in the middle.
Cox tried to cross it there. Looking for Kittrell.
It's just you're asking too much of that wing back to swing the ball like that.
Oh. Foul on Hughes there. Oh. My mistake. You got McDaniel for that foul, actually, for Frankfort.
See, if you're watching, they're keeping Keegan kind of in the middle. He checks back a little bit, but like I said, not to criticize a young man, but you got to move a little bit more. I know he plays huge minutes, probably plays the whole game, so he tries to conserve some of it, but
he floats.
Yeah, it's just easier to mark him that way. He'll learn that, though. He's only a junior. Played a lot as a sophomore. Triplets had a good year back there for Douglas. He's a senior defender. I know he's played a couple years. I said this one of our other games. Big night. Jarrett Peck's out from the Herald Leader. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Wow. It's not the kick that the goalie from Frankfort won it, but still a great recognition to be able to come out and just serve it as an extra defender. Douglas has to be aware of that. Seeing how far out he is, maybe tighten up their touches. Oh,
shot right at him.
It seemed a little ambitious, but goalie had been out a few more yards. That would have caused some problems. He handled that pretty clean, but still that could, turnover.
Sloppy pass there.
Let's see what.
Yang Bang on this far side. Frankfort has 4 back, it appears.
Yep. I like how they're keeping the striker up. Stay in the game. Douglas with some nice passing, trying to create. There's Keegan. Now it's left. Here's what he has. We've seen him use that left a couple times. Good support there by the Frankfort defender. They're so keyed on him that they're going to have to find a way. He's got to find a way to, play the ball, play quick.
He never has numbers.
And move off the ball. He's got nice touch. I'm not sure how fast he is. Not saying he's slow. I don't know. But he's going to have to get some combinations because his left foot it's nice. Scored a couple nice goals in some big games.
Listed as a midfielder on the roster, but he's a straightforward.
Yeah, he's not playing in the midfield. Things change.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, he hasn't even barely crossed midfield.
No, they keep him up there.
Throw in, Panthers.
Taking him out.
Had a breather the other night, late, but that was late in the match when that match was out of hand against Henry Clay. But
he just headed straight out to the locker room.
Yeah. Jogging, though.
Might have a bathroom break. Who knows?
Yeah.
For those that can't see on home. That happens.
Talk about having the inside scoop. One apiece, 14 before halftime. And
trying to shoot.
Cox tried to shoot that one.
I think that sun's gone down enough where it's not going to be a factor in the goalie's eyes.
Really pretty out there. Got some foliage already. Fall.
It's just a beautiful night. You, Chris and you all are doing a great job getting some great weather for these games. Great atmospheres. I really do expect a pretty decent crowd here tonight, especially for this second match. The casual fan wants to see a good high school match. Should be out.
And girls semifinals 11th region tomorrow night over at Franklin County.
Yeah. Ooh, lazy ball across the middle. Frankfort players should have been taking advantage of that. That was like a gift on a platter. He reacted too late. There's Bebe. Bebe is – that's where he pushes up to get those goals because he was really dropped back earlier. But only a junior and a captain. That says a lot about him.
They didn't know. They didn't know who was going to take it.
Poor communication.
Yep. Didn't like. You thought it was ticky tack.
Free kick, Broncos.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been a foul, I guess. But it says a lot when you're a junior and you're a captain. You don't see it on, years I was coaching, we did very seldom we have a junior as a captain. So not only is he a good player, but must be very well respected from his peers. Our man Delphin up at the 30, ready to take the kick.
Boom.
He missed that one.
Yeah, he let off a little.
Looked like one of my 9-irons that didn't go as far as I hoped.
Thinking it's going 160 and it goes 120?
Exactly. Actually, it never goes 160. You're a different golfer than me. I had to think about that for a second. I was like, wait a second, my 9-iron never goes 160.
Throw it,
130, 140, good day.
Yeah.
For those non-golfers, that's 160. Tim must be playing a lot of golf.
I'd like you to get out once a year maybe, so I don't know. Maybe that was in a different life. My 169 iron.
I think we've only seen a couple substitutions by each team.
Yep, so far.
I don't think the benches are real deep for either team. I know Douglas had a lot of guys warm up, but they haven't sent them in, and Frankfort doesn't look like.
Free kick for the Panthers.
They got about 5 guys over there bundled up like the Great Storm's coming in. So they're probably not playing.
No, you got about 300 in the class in this whole entire school. Douglas probably about 10 on the bench over there, but of course not all of them get in.
Good ball. Just a little bit more. Wallace there. Nice footwork in the back. I like to see a guy get the ball in the defensive third and not panic. He didn't just kick it out. And then look, now they're on attack. Wasn't the best distribution right there. We'll scramble in the middle.
Foul Broncos, free kick.
A little tangled up there.
Yeah.
Free kick for Frankfort. That's Greg Meyer.
I'd like to see him. See, once again, though, he's taking the kick. Three guys back. Really only two guys going, three guys going on the service. It might not have mattered. He knocks that in.
Oh, push that. Did you think that the one guy for Frankfort was going to try to head that in? Cox there held up? Or he was trying to respect the goalie, I guess, but it seemed like he put on the brakes.
A little bit. I don't know. Still don't the mindset of only sending three guys up.
Mm-hmm.
We should see if Keegan comes back in for Douglas.
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking he was going to try to head that in, had a chance there, but foot off the brake.
Good
goal kick, Panthers.
Good defense by the Frankfort defender there, letting the ball ride out.
In for the Panthers, number 18, Josiah Connor.
Josiah Connor in. They're going to give their leading scorer on the season, the third leading scorer, Kittrell, a break. Phil Kittrell.
Connor had a couple goals this year, 4 assists, so he's only a freshman. Wow. Good-sized kid. Here's Lawless. He's comfortable. A little deep on the cross, but good effort there.
That's a nice pitching wedge shot. Get your wedge to do that?
Man, I'll have to see your golf game here. These fans might not want to hear about our golf, but it's going to come up. Lawless is solid. I'm liking what I've seen out here on the right side from him.
We're calling his name more each game I've seen him play.
Nice player. Senior, played 18 games. Oh, yeah, I thought, looking at it, he had 1 goal and 1 assist, it looks like. Thought he might have had a few more, just the way he's been playing the ball in tonight. There we go.
Yep.
Our spot crew there, keeping us in check. Oh, we'll get a sub.
Throw in Broncos. Substitution for the Broncos, number 22.
That'll make you move a little faster out there after a pit stop. Still one apiece. Frankfort and Douglas in semifinals, 11th region from Henry Clay. Come on out and join us, folks. If you can't, watch us here on YouTube. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll have another stream up momentarily right after this one for Henry Clay and Dunbar.
Pierce Hunter just checked in for Douglas, true freshman. As we mentioned, Frankfort just sent in a freshman, but a little different when you're at a big school. If you're getting some playing time in a game like this as a freshman, that says something. So nice player. I've seen him before, so that's good. He's settled in the midfield. Been kind of, what do you think? It's been pretty even, I think. After the Gold Badge team,
seems pretty even, fairly even, I think.
I think Douglas is trying to get a little bit more possession.
.620 and counting before halftime. Deadlocked at 1. Douglas scored first. Frankfort answered.
Yeah, we haven't had anything too dangerous since then.
Throw in Panthers.
Like what I've seen out here on the wing for Douglas too. Number 19, Dylan Gomez-Lara. He's only a sophomore. Some nice young players there for Frederick Douglass.
Escobar.
It's baby. Got some good athlete, fast, looks strong.
Throw in Panthers.
one should be, yeah.
Delphin got that. Him and Bebe have gotten to know each other a little bit last few minutes.
A little bit. Oh, another careless turnover for Douglas. This is where Douglas seems to get a little bit more of the possession. I haven't seen Frankfort build too many passes together. And I'd say Douglas has probably had a few times where they've had 6 to 8 passes strung together. No, everybody's got a different philosophy. But you watch right there. I mean, that's 4 or 5 passes right there.
Oh.
But then it's turnover. And he's careless with the ball. And
Cox. They seem to drop.
Yeah.
They seem to drop Connor back that time to stay back instead of Cox for Frankfort. The cross, nobody there.
Play on. He's going to try this.
Nice effort. Nice effort.
Really nice effort.
The shot just high.
Was that
Figueroa?
With Figueroa? That was Juan Figueroa.
Yeah,
2
nice
goals
effort.
on the
And for
senior.
the Panthers, number 10, Philip
He had a goal against Madison Central.
And for the Broncos,
But
number
I
3,
believe the
Nicholas
keeper
Reed.
for Frankfurt, he had that covered. He was a little bit off his line, and that ball was dipping, but he had it up. He put his hand up. So if it was going in, he would have had a deflection. That was a good play by the keeper for Frankfurt.
He's had about 250 tries this season, so a lot of reps between the goals allowed and over 200 saves.
Yeah, senior. I wonder if should ask if he's playing at the next level. Nice player.
He'll have some opportunities if so desired.
5'11". Here we go, Frankfurt. Nice build-up.
Kittrell.
Oh, that was so. Man, he just had to get a touch on that, about 7 or 8 yards out. That just pulls that down, gets some possession. He's just got to tap in then, because it went through the Douglas defender.
Right.
I think it kind of caught him off guard because he probably thought the Douglas defender was going to clear the ball, and it kind of just dropped at his feet.
He wasn't ready. Yeah,
he was not ready. No. He'll watch that on video, and he'll be like, "Dang, I had a good opportunity."
It's the subtle plays like that usually are to generate the majority of the goals. For people that don't watch soccer much, it's not the big kick from 20 yards out.
Yeah.
It gets through.
Sophomore to freshman. Another turnover, though, right? No. They have the confidence in their guys up top, Frankfurt. They're going to try to put Douglas under pressure when they get a chance. They're much more direct, it seems like.
Just 2 minutes left before the half, tied up at 1. Not a surprise this would be tighter than the regular season matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it says a lot to Frankfurt because that first goal could have really caused some major problems with them. And they settled in, then they countered with another goal. Now the game's been pretty even. Douglas has had a couple of really good opportunities that they didn't capitalize on. Stoppage and play.
The clock stops 90 seconds left in the half for some reason.
Not sure what this is all about. The fourth official's down the field. I'm not sure what's going on. Now ref's coming over to the other side of the field.
(1-1-0). Does he only want 1:10 on the clock, perhaps?
I guess.
Yeah, first one, I didn't know if he was reporting.
I guess at 20 seconds now. They're just interesting. Okay. There we go.
Yep.
We're on top of things here.
We are. We heard it well. Our ears are still working.
20 seconds. They're going to get that. That took 20 seconds off the clock, though.
Throw in for Douglas, trying to get one here before the break. Knocked away.
Here we go, corner. They've had a couple of nice corners, Douglas. We'll see what this service is.
Under a minute to play.
I like what Coach Parker does here. He's got one guy back for their striker for Frankfort, and then he's got a couple kind of sitting in midfield. So, he's on the attack. He's got guys up. Oh, another great ball. Wow.
Kind of a doubleheader there.
That was Bebe. He's everywhere. Really like that young man. He went up, cleared that ball. He plays a little bit of everything. Yep.
They're waiting for the Broncos.
Nope. I don't think anybody could hit a shot 60 yards, but looking where Delphin is, he had the leg strength. You could have put one over him. He was 30 yards out.
That's your first half. One apiece. Frankfort and Frederick Douglass from Henry Clay in the 11th Region Boys Semifinals here on Glycod. Appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back with the halftime show after these few messages.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Whether it's your first time or your latest, let Tim Rose find your dream home. Tim is a licensed real estate agent with Keller Williams Bluegrass Realty in Lexington. Tim is a seasoned and fair negotiator who's willing to go far and wide for clients all over Kentucky. Check out hashtag Tim Rose Sold across all social media where pricing matters. Tim Rose and Keller Williams Bluegrass Realty. Together, we do more.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Here with Frederick Douglass boys soccer coach Blake Parker, first season at the helm and already in the Region 11 semifinals against Frankfort tonight. Coach, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It's definitely a privilege.
Quarterfinals other night, how'd that game go?
Went pretty well. Madison Central, we got the first goal against Madison Southern. Then kind of disappointingly, we let off the gas a little bit and they were able to tie it up. And we made some tweaks, moved some people around, and we were able to get 2 more goals.
You shut out Frankfort, I saw, back in September, so that gives the boys a lot of confidence going into this one.
Yes, confidence, but I hope that doesn't translate into arrogance. It's always hard to beat one team repeatedly, and then it's definitely difficult when you get into the postseason time. Everybody wants to show up, everyone wants to show out, and beating a Lexington team is always a big deal. So Frankfort's got some momentum on them as well, upsetting Tate's Creek, and it was a really good game. We watched a little bit of it, and it definitely was good on their part for sure.
What are the biggest challenges Frankfort you faced tonight against them?
Biggest challenges? Well, part of it, we're missing one of our captains. We had a little bit of an issue, an ejection, and we lost one of our big, big morale guy, Eugene, broke his leg at our game against Bryan Station. But the main thing is that Frankfort's a disciplined team. Even when we played them at Douglas, they were still very disciplined. They waited for us to make mistakes, and our guys made plenty of them and gave us a couple scares throughout the game.
Coach Parker, wish you the best tonight. Great night for soccer, a little chilly, but the guys, they don't care.
No.
They go out on the beach when it's 20 degrees. They don't care at all.
As long as they're playing, I think they're happy.
No doubt about it. Wish you the best. Congrats on a great first season.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach.
Have a good rest of the night.
Yep.
The cap.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Whether it's your first time or your latest, let Tim Rose find your dream home. Tim is a licensed real estate agent with Keller Williams Bluegrass Realty in Lexington. Tim is a seasoned and fair negotiator who's willing to go far and wide for clients all over Kentucky. Check out #TimRoseSold across all social media where pricing matters. Tim Rose and Keller Williams Bluegrass Realty. Together, we do more.
Means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Have a good time, man.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
To Henry Clay High School, where Frankfort and Frederick Douglass are knotted at 1 at halftime of the first semifinal match tonight. Henry Clay and Dunbar they're the finale. Big game there as well. And Tim Rose, John O'Hara, big one. Douglas got the early score, then Frankfort answered very quickly after that, and then they kind of just seesawed back and forth the last 25 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, great response by Frankfort. And we'll see, 40 minutes. One of these teams will be in the region finals 40 minutes from now if we don't go to extended time.
It was a really good, well-played first half. Very few fouls. Unfortunately, nobody was injured either, and the crowd just keeps pouring in. Big night for soccer here in Central Kentucky, and you have any predictions for the second half?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Frankfort, the play was kind of even, but Frankfort, they're going to counter a little bit. I don't know. I really could not tell you what's going to happen in this second half.
We'll take a quick timeout. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say those first few minutes of the second half could be huge.
That's what a lot of basketball coaches say.
Exactly.
All right. We'll take a break and be back with you with the second half here on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
That was your start, man. Try away.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Welcome back to Henry Clay High School. Second half starting now. Frankfort and Frederick Douglass, Tim Rose, John O'Hara, and Chris LeBar here in the broadcast booth here at Henry Clay High School, just off of Richmond Road. Appreciate everybody tuning in a bunch tonight, because we got two big slobber knocker matchups, O'Hara.
Yes, it's huge. I mean, this region, as we said earlier, you could be looking at one of these teams, could be in the state finals. Right out of the gate, Frankfort goes direct. Now, if Frankfort could score early, I think they'll settle back in. I mean, both teams probably will be a little bit more conservative if they get an early goal. Just this time of year just changes people's mindset.
Cooling down a little bit here as we getting close to dusk.
Fall soccer, it's a good time of year.
It is.
I'm sure these kids, it's not cold at all out there, but just sitting over here, it's a little chilly.
I remember much more colder soccer matches than warm soccer matches as a kid.
Yeah. You look, Frankfurt's got a flat 4 right now. Douglas got a flat 4. They're both like 40 yards away from each other. It's going to take some individual effort. Nice move there by
it was
Douglas. Good recovery there by Lawless on that wing. I don't think Frankfort, this might only be their second corner, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, not many.
Yeah, but they're going to keep 3 in the back, 1 in midfield. So they're only sending 4 guys, 5 guys in. Ball's a little too deep. Ooh. Interesting. He led with that. Wow.
Ooh. Got a poke, but a little wide.
Douglas defender kind of led. I'm not saying it was a handball, but he led and turned his body and hit his arm. But his arm was by his side, so it's not, most definitely not a handball, but just an interesting. Now I like to see it. Douglas brought another player up. So then they got 6 up there.
That was Ewan McKee, a freshman there, had a shot at goal to the right of the post course. Now they got a corner.
See if we can get a little better service here.
This is Meyer, I believe.
Watch Bebe here. He's got
the lefty. Too strong, too out.
Too deep. He can't. Now, that's just way too deep at this level. Now Douglas is on the quick counter. Well, he'd like to have that ball back. What was it? Good. Douglas looking for the foul, but definitely it's not a foul. Good call, good no call there by the referee. He's trying to just. There we go.
Frankfort player wanted a call there. Didn't get it.
He was open. He had to cut back. He's probably left-footed. Just could have taken that guy. He had a defender with no support behind him, and he decided to cut back to the middle.
Shindera with it now. Triple teamed.
Ooh. Foul. He's foul. Watch, the ref's going to come back to this.
You're gonna. have a late call, you think?
Yep. Well, I bet he's going to give him a card. You watch. Yep.
Really?
I had a feeling.
Wow.
That's on Bebe. But, he's talked to him a couple times. I'm not saying that was an egregious foul, but he's had a couple of stoppages where he's had to talk to him. Not any ill intent by Bebe, but he's a strong player. He'll go out. Mandatory, has to leave the game, and he'll come right back in.
The foul on Benny Shindura there. Or Bebe, I should say, rather.
On Bebe,
But Frankfort,
yeah.
I mean.
Yes.
What'd you think? I mean, the trip there on tripped up Benny, was that a good call, you think, or should have let him play on?
No, well, he let him play on. You can always come back.
Yeah.
It's hard when a guy, referees, people will complain, oh, you should let us play on. Then when you don't give the advantage, sometimes that's a tough spot. That was a good job officiating there by the ref. Told him to give him some good props. And I think that was a well-deserved card. Just a yellow, no biggie. He just has to be smart the rest of the game. But, he ran into the keeper earlier, a couple of incidental contacts. And, I don't know why they're even putting a wall up here because they got two guys. They're not even standing next to each other. Don't really understand the purpose of that. But
the header no good there.
They're going to send Bebe. He would come right back in. Yeah, Coach at Frankfort was talking about him. He is a nice player. Very dangerous. He can do a little bit of everything. We talked about him playing up top. He's in the back. He's got a lot of energy. He's covering a lot of space.
Stephon Bebe, 5'10", 170-pound junior. 11 goals, 3 assists to his credit on the season.
And playing a fair amount of defense. Benny, here we go. A little too much. That worked early in the first half, led to that goal, but he tried to knock it off of him, get a throw, but see with the guy now Frankfurt's dropped her back so much. Douglas has got 5 or 6 guys back. Kind of like who's going to blink first. Who wants to take that extra chance? Some coaches play it a little closer to the vest. Tournament game, but nobody wants to press up too much. Have that maverick mentality. You can see Douglas gets a little bit more of the possession, though. Then they all that possession, and they have to play a 50-50 ball. Good, no call there.
Just good soccer.
Baby, wow.
Got some jets.
Ooh, no contact. No foul.
Boom.
It was contact. I thought that was a foul, maybe. Baby's got his hands up. He's like, I've been called for several fouls. How come I can't get one in my favor? Saw that explosiveness by him, though.
Good job by Henry Clay Concessions. I just saw somebody with a coffee cup or hot chocolate cup, so they've got it ready for everybody here. If you're concerned about the cold, come on out.
Now,
they've
Chris,
got your warm drinks.
I heard you all, you kind of did me an injustice there by getting food to get one of the games I didn't announce. I don't really know what to think about you and Chris doing that.
Somebody just brought it up to the PA area.
I hope we have that situation.
Douglas Friday night, but then they didn't know what to do with it. They're like, hey, you all want some? They don't know whose it was.
I hope we have that situation resolved tonight. I'm going to cross my fingers.
Yeah, I think Coach Beeler can. You said he's got our back tonight. You said
doing 2 games.
No pressure.
He said that. We'll see.
Yeah.
Throw it for the Panthers.
It's yeoman's work. Yeah, double hitter.
Yeah.
Bebe working out there in the middle of the
nice
field.
Ball. Now don't cut this back. You got to save it. Oh, well.
Lefty kick.
A little
Right
ambitious left-footed.
Right of the goal.
Shot just wide. Goal kick.
Nice player. A lot of the play goes through him.
It does.
One, 33 minutes left.
Big kick from Delphin. Got all this one, I think, this time.
Yeah. No, that's more like your 9-iron.
Mm-hmm. I'll take that every time. Straight as well. No dog leg, no slice.
Ooh. Nice clear by the Douglas defender.
Lawless gets it out of there.
Well, ooh. Just inches from being a nice through ball there.
Ooh, ouch. Headed each other. Teammates. He's hurt a little bit. That's number 4 for Douglas. That is David Triplett.
Those guys are going to.
A woozy.
Yeah, that's just.
He was behind. They were kind of stacked there,
Yeah.
and they kind of headed. His head went forward into his teammate's head. Going for the ball.
Friendly fire. They're both holding their heads.
See the replay right here. He seemed to take the brunt of it, at least initially.
They're still holding their heads. That's almost a tell-all sign they're going to be taken out.
Yeah, I need to. Let's see, we'll keep it here for now.
If he's wanting to stay in and hide that, he needs to let go of his head.
They got the cart coming. Don't need that necessarily, but.
Oh, and in a unique situation, too, because you got 2 defenders going out of the game where Douglas is going to have an.
Blessing Galuma is the other one, number 23. 4 is staying in, the one that has shown more pain from the collision.
Is that Triplett?
Yeah, Triplett is 4, and Blessing Galuma, 23, is the one that headed out.
I thought he was giving a kick to Douglas, but I guess not.
Step in the game.
Well, there's some passion from the crowd.
They need to have possession.
Well, I like it. We get some disagreement in the crowd. That means people are awake.
Mm-hmm.
Cold weather's not putting them to sleep. Huh.
Triplett is walking off now.
I don't know if so now he's just giving the ball to Douglas. I'm a little baffled on that one. I think that's what the crowd was complaining about there too. At least it should be a drop ball, maybe. Not real sure.
Yeah.
And for the Broncos.
Originally, I thought it was going to be a kick for Douglas. And I thought it might be a 50-50 ball. Now we're just going to. He's just going to drop the ball. If he's dropping it, I would make sure if I was Frankfort that I'd put. If they're going to have Delphin take this, because it's not going to be a dead ball, it doesn't look like. So I would, he's going to drop it to him in the box. I thought he was outside the box a little bit. That was an interesting call.
It is, isn't it? I guess somewhat of a airy call.
Maybe that's why we had that passion from the Frankfort supporter. Oh, good look. But see, I think that ball would have eventually made it back to the goal, but
looking for Kittrell.
Like seeing that. Like seeing both these goalies anticipate. That makes for a really good play out of that position.
Nine minutes in the second half. No score this half. 1 apiece still, Douglas and Frankfort.
Thought we might have had a little bit more of a high-scoring affair after those 2 goals in the first 7 or 8 minutes.
Had some early goals in district and region play. Yeah, Bebe, his first step is not his quick step, but once he gets it's almost a stutter.
Yeah.
And then he just, boom, like the wind. Faster with the ball.
Talking about him a little bit more tonight. That first time seeing him this year. First time seeing Frankfort. He's a nice player.
And returning for the Broncos, number 4, David Triplett.
Triplett back in.
Yeah, that's good to see.
His head is back in the game.
Yep. I think the first 10 minutes of the half, though, looks Frankfurt's probably had a little better of the play. Not much. Not dominating, but a little bit better.
A little bit. Close. Yeah, it's a tight one. Could go either way. One mistake or
Coach
one
Parker
big play.
made the comment that, there's always a little bit raised intensity when some of these teams from the outlying counties come to play Lexington teams. And some of them has the adverse effect. They play with a little fear. Some of them play a little amped up, and Frankfurt's up to the challenge tonight. They're not going to be scared of a school, maybe 3 or 4 times their size, I guess. I'm not sure the enrollment, but I know one's Class A and one's 6A maybe.
Probably about 7 times their size.
Yeah.
Almost.
Douglas has a few guys warming up. We'll see if they actually go in the game.
Broncos.
Look who's there. You think eventually Frankfurt's going to learn. Keep trying to play that long through ball. Delphin's at the top of the box, people. I'd like to see somebody from Frankfort get inside the 35, 40-yard line and just try one.
Try to loop it over his head.
Yeah.
Cox seemed to try that there, but got deflected from 25 yards out, or maybe 20.
Well, on the Broncos, free kick for the Panthers.
Meyer with the free kick for the Panthers coming up. A couple subs coming in, a couple for the Broncos and one for the Panthers.
Manasseh Remizzo, number 22, Pierce Hunter, and number 23, Blessing Galuma.
Galuma back in, Remezzo in for Douglas as well, and Hunter.
Hunter, the freshman.
Had one Frankfurt sub as well. Free kick.
Look who's up there. That man is all over the field. I'm singing his praises.
He is.
Baby, he's up there on attack. I'm going to give you a good chance. They're going to play if they play this ball long, there's a chance Bebe will be in there. Yeah.
I'd pay to
back there.
I'd buy a ticket to watch Bebe versus Delphin 1-on-1, the whole field. Be something. That was a good point you made earlier, though. Your 2 defensemen both go out at the same time. It's a chance maybe to take advantage of that, but they're both back in now. Triplett and Galuma for Douglas.
Good to see.
13 minutes in here, second half. No score this half, 1 apiece. Douglas scored first early, and Frankfort answered early right afterward pretty much. And that's where we've been at a standstill on the scoreboard since.
Atmosphere is really going to start stepping up now because you got fans from the next game showing up. I see Dunbar's already here in the corner. Henry Clay's probably back in their locker room. So you're going to have some games tied 1-1. You got the 2 powerhouses in the next game here. It's going to be a great atmosphere this next 25 minutes.
Saved by McDaniel there, Schrader for Frankfurt. Yes, it is. You get those come in, and they pick their favorites. in the first game.
Henry Clay's got to like being at home. They're definitely the favorite in this region this year. Nice to be able to get to host it. Good ball here. What we got here? Oh, look where he is. Wow. That's just.
He's like, Cox is not going to touch this ball before I do.
And, you saw Cox. He kind of pulled up a little bit. Might be a smart decision there, but I'd like to see him go a little bit more. If he anticipated before, some of these players, they react instead of thinking ahead for the pass. They react to the pass. So they're always, they might be a step late. I always remember this quote by Wayne Gretzky, the great hockey player. He always said, "I don't skate where the puck is. I skate where the puck's going to be." So he, I think that worked out pretty well for him. Here we go. You like that? Is there a little knowledge there for you?
The great one.
Yeah, that's a famous quote there.
Makes sense. Yeah. You don't throw it at the spot for the receiver. You lead them.
Yeah, but he didn't. He thinks ahead, and that's what with soccer. You can't just think one pass ahead. Too many players, that's the majority. They just react. You can watch them. They are always calling for the ball, and sometimes you got to work off the ball and think 2 passes ahead, maybe 3.
Right.
You don't have to show for every pass.
Benny get a shot there. Oh, Schrader off deflected, but he slips. Nash had a chance there. The defenseman slapped.
Good effort by the Frankfort defender, though. He slipped and still was able to get something on it.
Yeah. Benny a push there on the foul.
Baby is like, finally I get a foul going in my favor.
Yeah.
Sorry, foul on the Panthers. Foul on the Broncos. Free kick for the Panthers.
Yeah, Benny giving up about 60 pounds and 4 or 5 inches there, I think, at least.
Here we go. Frankfort, they need to send somebody else up on attack. They're attacking with 3. Seems like that's a common theme for me. Have more guys up. Good effort. Schrader coming out, anticipating that, calling off his defender. Good communication.
Good run for Remezzo there. He had some open field to work with.
Nice win for the Douglas defender. So far, Frankfort has to feel a little better, based on what the score was earlier in the year. This is definitely a much better effort for Frankfort. And all that does is the team that's maybe the underdog, their confidence should just be building these last 23 minutes. And you can see could have the adverse effect on Douglas. They know that they're favorites. Do they tighten up these last 20 minutes, knowing they should win? You don't know. Don't know the psyche of the team. I've seen many games where a team that's an underdog starts gaining more confidence as the game goes along, and the favorite team gets a little tight.
You let them hang around.
Yeah. I mean, not saying Douglas is playing tight right now, but it'll be, got to play on.
Yeah, he wanted the call, did the Panther?
A throw in for Frankfort. Starting to hear a little bit more noise out of the crowd too.
Yeah.
That means, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what he's got.
Baby with it.
Baby he's look at. I think he was trying to
cut
very
him off.
Selfish. Very unselfish. Now don't cut it back. Now drop it. Wow.
Got a shot just
off
wide.
The one touch.
Mm-hmm.
Shot just wide for the Panthers. Goal kick Broncos.
Good effort there by the Frankfort striker or Frankfort player there. Get a number on
grabbing his number here when he turns.
Good service. Started out in Bebe, and that
was Meyer.
Yeah, Meyer. Should have recognized him. It's a nice effort. Might have had time to take an extra touch, but he almost had it on frame. That's a tough volley from about 15, 17 out. Good effort there.
Nash to Benny. Benny shot, knocked away.
Wow.
Ooh.
On the doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
On the doorstep.
By Schrader. And tight. Had a teammate over there. He's looking for the ricochet maybe. Well defended. Corner for Douglas.
Man, Douglas played some nice balls in off their corner kicks.
That was a nice corner, wasn't it?
I think I told you last year they had a kid up top. He was just an animal to deal with, and they're still playing some good balls. Might not have quite the personnel to capitalize on it, but good service. Anything can happen.
Cox over there.
Going back to how look at this overlap here. He's going to play him. And then once again, we'll take that.
Free kick
We'll take
now.
that, Bebe. I mean, if you watched that, I wish we had the replay back on that where Bebe went back. The way he knocked that ball down, he kind of hit it down, and the ball put it where his teammate played it at his feet easy. And then once he played it, instead of watching, he was on about a 30 to 40-yard sprint for an overlap, which led to a foul.
He seems to come from a lap down and just sprints, catches up with everybody.
Got a yellow card there for Douglas. I think that's on Lawless, maybe.
I think it was Aiden Lawless.
Yeah, moving him out. Now, notice the difference. Frankfort only got 2 guys back. The third defender is about 25 out from the goal. So they're bringing some people up. I like that.
Yeah, you got to go for it here.
Got 2 guys.
One goal is going to be humongous.
Trying to be creative here, but now, where's this service going to be? It's going to be an in-swinger. Oh, just start over there. Don't panic.
A little trickery.
There you go. Wow.
Top bar. Off the bar.
Sometimes you see when guys have a play set up and there's a miscommunication, then they go back and get all scattered and don't really, so at least he went back because there's no shot clock. Just go back and set it back up. Worst thing you can do, the ref can give you a card for delay of game. Don't panic. But see, they overthought that. They should have just served the ball in the middle. I like creativity as much as the next guy, but I'm going to have to go down and probably give player of the game to this guy right here. Here he goes.
Bebe with it. Dribbling into double coverage.
Good defense by the Douglas defender. Is that triplet maybe? Not sure.
Yeah, he's back. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Here goes. Oh, that's a foul. Wow, play on. Wow, no foul.
No foul.
I could have been wrong, but if it wasn't a foul, why did the ref have the whistle to his mouth?
Oh, yeah, that was McDaniel and Shindera mixing it up.
But
he was thinking about blowing it.
He put the whistle to his mouth. It's not like he was running with the whistle.
Yeah.
So he thought about it, went over the end line. Probably a good no call, but I just thought he was going to call the foul just based on his reaction. Here come the Blue Devils out onto the field in their corner. It's like 2 heavyweights getting ready to square off in the next match. They're both in opposite ends of the field right now.
And neither one has allowed a goal in the postseason. That's the thing. 3 shutouts to their credit.
Yeah. And you can't help when you're...
Schrader got knocked down here,
wow.
and he'll get a foul.
Oh, he looks...
On Youngbang, he may be...
Hope he can get up.
Yeah.
That was a good effort coming out there by the young man, Schrader. The goal.
Is that Youngbang and collided with Schrader, the goalie, who hit his head, I think, for Frankfort. He's getting up. Just in some pain, bending over a little bit.
You always liked having that second game where you could watch a little bit.
Yeah, he used to go nowhere.
Free kick for the Panthers.
He's a senior. Got a free kick.
Good job. Glad to see it. That was just good, clean play by both players. Like to see that. I remember being 1 year coach and sitting down there where Henry Clay's warming up. We watched Trinity get upset, and I think it was the quarterfinals of state. And we thought, this means we got a shot. We win this game. And then we, in turn, got upset at Dunbar the very next match. We overestimated or underestimated our opponent. Got a little excited because one of the favorites got knocked out.
Uh-oh. Fire the coaches.
Yeah.
Under 18 to play. Still one apiece.
It's a gun.
Yeah.
Good composure there by the young man.
Wow.
Who was that for?
Nasiri.
Yeah, nice job there. Just a little too much. That was a good effort there. He got up there, didn't have what he wanted.
Goal kick for the Panthers.
Pulled it back and still maintained possession. So he tried to be dangerous. I always hope in these type of games, though, it doesn't come down to some just either a bad call or a fluke or mishap by a goalie or a defender that leads to an easy goal. Kind of like when you are going back to our golf reference, I don't mind losing. I just want the guy to beat me. I don't want to lose. So hopefully, a good shot. Just like Douglas had a good goal a couple of weeks ago, and in the district. And that Keegan, it was just a nice goal. No controversy or anything, just a nice goal. That's what I like to see.
Right.
Pretty well.
Got tangled up over there.
That's interesting. He stopped, and they're calling it a foul because he fell, but the Douglas, the Frankfort defender had all ball.
McDaniel on Shindera. And, of course, Benny's 125 pounds, so he's going to he can a little bit easier get knocked to the deck than some.
He tried to, kind of pull back, cut back on him, and the Frankfort defender went right through the ball. Clean play, got the ball. And, and I know you can't justify many players. You'll hear some people yell, I got the ball. You can't just foul a guy and say you got the ball. Same thing in basketball. Well, I got the ball. Well, you also got my hand. Now, they've done a good job on corners. Let's see what they can do here. Watch Schrader in the goal. See if he anticipates. You could kind of cheat and go near post, but stoppage the clock. And he's going to ask Henry Clay on their home field to move their warm-ups back. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I guess some people didn't like them warming up so close.
A little rivalry there.
Watch the other end. Let's see. So Douglas has kept two guys back, one guy. So they're committed. They got about 6 guys up there. Oh,
too long. Over the goal.
Too long, too high. That's just
Andrew Hughes on the kick.
You didn't even give your teammates a chance on that one. He'd like to have that back.
Yep, too much leg in that one.
Even if it was lower, it's not even giving your attackers a chance to play on the ball. He's like he was shooting, and Schrader had that covered up.
Schrader with the kick.
2 goalies, both these goalies, nice players.
They are.
2 seniors. They're going to be definitely missed by both programs next year.
Throw in for the Panthers.
$15 minutes. Got to slide in this little note here. I was hoping to see, he got in the first half for Frankfort, number 18, Josiah Connor, a freshman. I didn't connect the dots that I had the pleasure of coaching Josiah's dad in high school back in the 90s. Coy Connor's his dad. Nice, great man. And I forgot that his son played here and been having a good year as a freshman, but it doesn't look like he's getting back in the second half. Just wanted to give a shout out to Coy and his son there. Back to the game here a little bit. You get those old stories with me sometimes there, Tim. Sorry.
You've seen a lot of guys play, and it makes us all.
You keep telling me that every game. All you're telling me is I'm old. That's basically what you tell me.
Well, I feel like when Blake Parker, the Douglas first-year coach, when I had his dad in school at UK, then it kind of makes you, and he wasn't even born yet, it kind of makes me feel a little old too. Delphin with the
I'm
save
waiting
there.
to see Frankfort just take one off those through balls. Take a little bit off and see if they can get it, make Delphin have a one-on-one situation. That's going to
too much.
Benny's fast. It's not that fast. Not fast enough to save that one. Inside 15.
Every possession now, every shot is so critical as we get closer to 13 minutes left.
say both coaches can be somewhat pleased now, both in the game. Frankfort, I'd say they'd be really pleased. This is, what do we say? This if they can advance, this is their first region final in this century.
That's right.
4 years, that'd be huge.
Yep.
Look back on the notes on Douglas, I couldn't remember the last time. They were there a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
And one of the notes we'll have for the nightcap, man, Dunbar's been in the region every this whole century, every season. Haven't missed it.
They have not. Kind of a staple. Here goes.
Wonder who Coach was way back then that won all those matches.
Coach
You got to give him credit.
Coach Todd Bretz, he did an amazing job. He, and Coach Ray, I mean, he followed in some huge footsteps. But whew.
I was trying to give the entire coaching staff a rare compliment there.
Well,
you didn't take. You didn't. You
we
didn't
had
get
a little
by.
bit to do with it, but Todd Bretz is a phenomenal coach. Was the all-time winningest coach in the state. Now I think St. X coach. Handball. And I hate to say it, that's in the box, and that's a good call. That's a good call.
The guy with the gloves on.
That is. I mean, I saw that right away, and I don't usually like to see that. That's what I didn't want to see. Let's see what Schrader's got here.
He stomped. He didn't like the call. Pleading his case with a zebra.
I mean, I think we got that on replay. You can see it pops right up to his hand and then goes right straight down.
Huge call.
I mean, that's a good call, though. You can't argue with that. And we don't have a dog in the fight. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's a pet peeve of mine. If I'm Frankfort right now, I would have my team be ready on the line. Because if your goalie gets anything, I saw this recently in a college game where goalie saves the ball and defense they didn't even try, and then the guy just taps it in off the rebound. So, at least Frankfort's got to be ready for Schrader to get something on it. We used to play a little game, try to guess which side the player's going to. I'm going to say he's going to the goalie's right. No insight here. I just like to guess.
Free kick for Douglas.
Who is that taking it?
Is that Figueroa? Let's see.
Yeah, looks like he's going to go.
He got it in. 2-1, Douglas.
Goalie moved. That's huge. 11 minutes. That's what I hated. I said I didn't want to see something like that, but that's, I'm not going to say it's a bad call, though. That's just unfortunate. Now we'll see what Frankfort does, how they respond.
Tough. That was Figueroa on the kick?
Yeah.
Was it? All right. Just confirming that.
The Frankfort defender, I know you can just tell watching his body language right now. He just feels awful. And the ball just happened to bounce up and hit his hand and went straight down.
And so it affected it. That's the thing. You
mean,
can't call it incidental when it doesn't.
You can't.
Affects the
I'm sure Frankfort's irritated by the call, but there's nothing you can do. I mean, that was about as obvious.
Bebe there looking for Cox. Corner.
We'll see. Frankfort responded earlier. Let's see what they got.
Still got 11:35 change here.
They got time.
Corner kick, Frankfort.
A little urgency, though. They're bringing them up. We got a corner kick.
Got to.
They're bringing them up. I'm surprised they don't.
Packing them in.
Not sure why Frankfort still has 3 back. I'd bring at least one more. They got to get that ball
deeper. Yeah. Oh, push there. No. Yeah. Meyer got the call there.
Yeah.
The foul on Meyer. It was against Meyer, I should say, for Douglas foul. Oh, if we got a card, maybe? I don't know. What was the whistle there?
And they should move the ball up. The foul wasn't that deep. The foul was up a couple yards. I always like it when refs mark it off straight ahead. We're on a marked field. And sometimes they still get the 10 yards wrong. It's pretty easy. Let's see what we're gonna do here. He's gonna have a go at it. Got to keep it on frame. You got to be there. Let's see if he can just bring it down. Oh,
boot!
Wow,
just wide.
Must not have been as close. From here, I thought it was in, but must not have been as close as we thought. You can always see the reaction. Looked like Benny didn't overreact to that.
No,
it was a little wider than I thought, but he put some pace on it. Good effort.
Close to 10 minutes left. 2-1 Douglas just scored a moment ago. If you're just joining us, appreciate you joining us here on YouTube. Pull up a chair. We got a big one coming up. Dunbar and Henry Clay. Whistle.
Oh, so Douglas, if they were to make the finals, this would be their third region final in a row.
They've had a good run in such a young school.
Yeah. Now you're going to see Douglas definitely will keep some guys back now, which nothing wrong with that. It's not a criticism of Coach Parker. That's to be expected.
It's like outfielders playing deep in the late innings.
With Delphin where he is, it's going to take an individual effort here. So that's why we're going to keep an eye on my man Bebe, see what he does here. Bebe, Bryson Cox, they're going to have to literal. Somebody's going to might take an individual.
Ooh.
Wow.
Just free. Seemed like a free ball there. Why do you call something?
Got a card on.
Huh. They both went for it.
I'm trying to figure this out. Huh. They carded the Douglas guy, but it's a foul on. Okay, they were all going the other way. I was like, so it's a foul on Douglas and a card.
Okay,
that makes sense. I was a little confused there for a second.
Do you like the call?
Yeah, I don't know about the card, but yeah, it was a foul. But see, look, Frankfort's they got 4 guys around the ball here. 4 guys within 10 yards, and then there's a big gap. Either play the ball short and work it up, or put more guys up. If you know you're going to play the ball long, what's the purpose of these 4 guys? They're just watching like you and I are. I don't understand that.
Schrader boot.
So now you've got, and Douglas had 10 guys. Their whole team was back.
Yeah, the ricochet.
I'm not real sure on that one.
Mm-hmm. The header there.
You lose 3-1, you lose 2-1. Guess what? You're still going home. So why not take chances?
Off that kind of ricochet header, Cox. Oops.
Keep beating that horse, but you gotta challenge. Oh, well.
Yep.
Well, incidental
If
contact.
Cox.
You got guys. Frankfort's going to have to bring these guys up.
Yeah.
This couple guys here are just watching the game right now.
Delphin. Yeah, I thought the ricochet on that header a moment ago. If Cox was a little further up, might have had a chance there.
So, it's under 8 minutes, especially if you're going to start playing direct. It's can't build up as much possession now with 8 minutes to go. You're going to have to become a little bit more direct. So that means I'd pull somebody from the back, something. Douglas isn't going to have an extended attack probably. I'm sure Douglas would like to get a 3rd goal and probably seal the game, but they're not going to bring extra men up.
Whistle.
Hey, watch this. So we're going to have a kick from about the 40, and you're going to have 3 guys behind the kick that's serving no purpose.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
Need more aggression. You're down a goal. Do or die. The header in. Nope, too strong. Delphin jumped out. Huh?
Tim, a little premature excitement.
I'm trying to get a word in.
You got a little excited on that. It was close, but
trying to infuse some energy.
You were trying to direct that ball in there. Yeah, that was a good effort, though.
Yeah, Delphin was out, and at that time, it almost.
That's the one thing, a high ball. You get some. It's not his strength, not a criticism. He just, he's not 6'2", so he's gonna. You got to try him on some of those. Here we go. Let's see.
Cross.
Here we go, Bebe.
Ooh. He wants a call.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. They got a corner kick. Come on, send some guys up, Frankfort.
It's do or die. 7 minutes left in their season, perhaps.
You got 2 guys. Now you got 2 guys back. That's better, but still.
Got cramps, maybe. Douglas guy.
It's not that they all need to go in the box, but these 2 guys are back at midfield. Look at the Douglas. Douglas doesn't have anybody probably past the 20-yard line. At least push your guys up 20 yards or so, because you got this big gap. They're just bystanders back here.
Yeah.
You can put one back here and then one up at the 30, Because Douglas isn't going to bring anybody up. I mean, Douglas, they're keeping one guy at the 20 to keep things honest. Now the Frankfort defender's stepping up a little bit. You got to take the fight to them right now. They got 3, so we'll see. I like how Douglas is keeping somebody really wide here. I mean, Frankfort. Let's get he's got to get that
corner.
up.
Meyer tried to get for it.
And he's got to get that service up.
Throw in Frankfort.
Throw in for the Panthers.
You will see some people yelling for a card anytime somebody from Frankfort falls down. I think it should be equal. Now here we go. Douglas looking to put the game away. If they can get a third one, that will probably seal the deal.
Handball, I think. Was it? Another handball over on the far side.
Did he call that a PK?
Youngbang there went for the kick, and it hit the gloves of the Frankfurt defender again, I believe.
Please
Maybe?
tell me it's not the same guy.
I don't know if it was a glove or the one next to him.
He's protesting it. It might be the same player.
It was either 23 him again or Bebe's pleading his case too.
He's outside the box. Oh, poor guy. I don't think I've ever seen a PK. Oh, wow.
Nothing he could do there.
No, but thank goodness it's not 2 PKs. It's not a game to remember.
Cameron Roach, 5'10", 165-pound junior.
For
defenseman for Frankfurt there. If it was him again with the gloves, yeah, just tough break for him. Playing good D. The shot from Youngbang just went right at his hands, from the ground.
Frankfurt's got to push up. They're tired or not, they're going to have to.
Was in good position.
They still got those 4 defenders. And this guy,
All
young
right.
man here, has got to take him on the.
He's waiting, but should he have gone?
Yeah, he had. I mean, no support, and he just turns it over.
That was McKee over here on the right side. 5 minutes to play. 2-1 Douglas.
Nice drop there.
There's Meyer on the far side.
Yeah, he's trying. Still, I just want to reach out and just pull 2 of these Frankfurt defenders up. You're just watching. You got 4 minutes left, and yeah, there we go. Now we're going to pull up a little bit. You think they'd even pull a defender, play with an extra attacker? You see the adjustment made by the coach. I mean, Schrader, good job by him. He's all the way out. Smart play by Schrader there.
He corrals it. Approaching 4 to play. 2-1 Broncos.
I bet. I mean, even if you don't want to put it in a.
Delphin.
He's got everybody. There's a big uproar.
Taking his time. He wasn't worried at all. He's killing time off the clock. Little cat and mouse action.
Frankfurt should be up. They should have somebody at. We did post-game interviews. That's probably a question I would ask. How come we don't have more people up? There we go. He's going to try to do it by himself. But unfortunately, Bebe, there's got a nice ball there.
Nice ball.
Well played back. He had a chance there.
Nice job by Galuma heading it into Delphin. Powering kick.
Who was that up there for Frankfurt?
3 minutes to play.
Push up. Here we go. We'll see what anything can happen. I know the other night in the Trinity St. X game, Trinity scored with 9 seconds left in a 9 or 6 seconds left on a set piece to tie the game. Keegan gets loose here in his left foot. He's gonna First really shot I've seen him take tonight.
Wide, yeah. Had the opportunities.
Not sure what we're going to stop it here.
Goal kick for the Panthers.
Goal kick.
Oh, I think that's the new rule. Substitution.
Late
in the game, used to be a great stalling tactic. You could just unlimited subs in a high school game. People would just keep rotating guys up at the line to sub.
Limit that.
Not saying we ever did that. Just saying.
Yeah, they limit that nowadays, don't they?
Well, no, you can come in and out as many times as you want, but they stop. I don't know what the rule is now, but they stop the clock in the high school matches, like late in the second half, last 5. I'd have to look up to get an official ruling on that. But I know they changed it. Used to always be the ref's discretion anyway. Play it back.
He heads it. Ooh, dangerous, but back.
Come on, push.
See if
push
they
one person up. Push another person up.
They got about 100 seconds to get a shot on goal. Let's see if they get one.
Bebe's he's gonna try to do it all by himself.
There he goes. He split 2 of them.
Here we go.
Cox. Whistle. Offsides on Cox.
Wow.
Was Cox offsides?
Yeah, I didn't get a good angle, but the ref was very confident. So yeah.
Oh, baby.
He was pretty open.
Yeah. I guess it was going. Yeah.
That might have.
Baby showing so much passion out there, wanting it so badly. And I guess Cox just a little too out in front.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute to play.
Throw in for the Broncos.
Yeah, this would always been a classic where you'd put a sub up so they would stop the clock now, though. Take that ball to the corner. Let's see if we can get the corner here. That'll be the match. Yeah.
35 seconds and counting here. They may not get another chance.
No.
Very well not.
Now, see, this part I don't get. I don't know why he's stopping the clock now. I mean,
Ball
it's not like it wasn't intentional delay by Douglas. It's just part of you didn't stop it 30 minutes ago, so all of a sudden we're going to stop it.
Last couple minutes they do it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That ball got loose.
They're just going to play with it in the corner.
Yeah, kill more time that way. 30.8.
Just throw it in, don't get anything crazy.
Yes. Wanted to push there. Didn't get it.
There you go. But look, Douglas, Frankfurt's only got one guy up.
Yeah, they can't. There's nobody. They got to hustle.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll kill.
And he's going to stop it again.
18.5. Sure. I'll go over the fence. Throw another one in here.
Now they better start. They start at the clock there.
Yeah, they got to go. 12 seconds.
Got one guy.
They're just booting it deep out of the pants each time.
Gosh,
6
stopping
seconds.
at every
6.4 stops.
Not real sure on that. Long 6 seconds.
Throw in for Frankfort, and that may do it. 3.
There we go.
1. They dribble it out. Douglas advances 2-1 over Frankfort.
Third straight region finals for Douglas.
That's your final score.
Congrats to Coach Parker for advancing.
Scored the first goal and then Frankfort tied it up in the first half, and then Douglas won here in the second, and they advance. And that's big. You inherit a program that you were an assistant at but had been in the last 2 region championships. So it's not like a lot of times when you have new coaches, you're inheriting a 2-10, 2-20 program, whatever the sport, and the expectations are a little low. But in this case, you got good expectations, and now that was a great game, and we're in for a treat with the nightcap as well. Henry Clay and Dunbar coming up momentarily.
Most definitely.
We will take a break here on Glide. I'll be back in a few minutes and catch up with the coaches in this second game.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Welcome back to Henry Clay High School, where the Frederick Douglass Broncos are victorious in the first semifinal game of the 11th Region Boys Soccer KHSAA. And they await the winner of Henry Clay and Dunbar. Sure to be a classic tonight. Two of the top programs in the state this season. And Douglass wins 2-1 over Frankfort. Great job by Frankfort. And we're going to bid you adieu now from this stream. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the stream for the second game, the nightcap, Dunbar and Henry Clay. We'll see you in a few minutes. Good night, everybody.